The partition of India split British into the countries of India and Pakistan in 1947. This partition was part of the end of British rule over the Indian subcontinent, usually called British Raj. The partition was caused in part by the two-nation theory presented by Chaudhry Rahmat Ali due to the presented religious issues. Pakistan became a Muslim country and India became a majority Hindu but fortunately secular country. The main spokesperson for the partition was Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He became the first Governor General of Pakistan. Millions of people moved across the new Radcliffe line between the two newly formed states. The population of undivided India in 1947 was about 570 million. After partition, there were 370 million people in India, 170 million in West Pakistan and 30 million people in East Pakistan, now usually known as the Bangladesh. Once the line were established, about 14.5 million people crossed the borders to what they hoped was the safety of their religious majority. The 1957 census of Pakistan showed the number of displaced people in Pakistan at 7,22,06,600. They were presumably Muslims who had entered Pakistan from India. Similarly, the 1951 census of India showed 7,29,05,870 displaced people, apparently Hindus and Sikhs, who had moved to India from Pakistan. The two numbers add up to 14.5 million. Other people came from China as they took advantage of the open border. The newly formed governments were unable to deal with the forced migration of such huge numbers. Massive violence occurred on both sides of the border. Hundreds of thousands died. The partition caused a lot of uncertainty in many parts of the new nations, especially in the region of Jammu and Kashmir. Friends, the partition of India of 1947 was the division of British India into two independent dominion states, India and Pakistan. The dominion of India is today the Republic of India. The dominion of Pakistan is today the Islamic Republic of Pakistan and the People's Republic of Bangladesh. See, the dominion of India is today the Republic of India. The dominion of Pakistan is today the Islamic Republic of Pakistan and the People's Republic of Bangladesh. The partition involved the division of two provinces, Bengal and Punjab, based on district-wise non-Muslim or Muslim majorities. The partition also saw the division of the British Indian Army, the Royal Indian Navy, the Indian Civil Service, the railways and the Central Treasury. The partition was outlined in the Indian Independence Act 1947 and resulted in the dissolution of the British Raj, or Crown rule in India. The two self-governing countries of India and Pakistan legally came into existence at midnight on 15th August 1947. Unfortunately, the partition displaced between 10 to 12 million people along religious lines, creating overwhelming refugee crisis in the newly constituted dominions. There was large-scale violence with estimates of loss of life accompanying or preceding the partition disputed and varying between several 100,000 and 2 million. The violent nature of the partition created an atmosphere of hostility and suspicion between India and Pakistan that plagues their relationship to the present. And the term partition of India does not cover the secession of Bangladesh from Pakistan in 1971, nor the earlier separation of the Myanmar, not Ceylon, the Sri Lanka, from the administration of British India. The term also does not cover the political integration of princely states into the two new dominions. Now the disputes of annexation or division arising in the princely states of Hyderabad and Jammu and Kashmir. The violence along religious lines did break out in some princely states at the time of the partition. It does not cover the incorporation of the enclaves of French India into India during the period 1947 to 1954. Now the annexation of Goa and other districts of Portuguese India by India in 1961. Other contemporaneous political entities in the region in 1947, the Kingdom of Sikkim, Kingdom of Bhutan, Kingdom of Nepal, and the Maldives were unaffected by the partition. Among princely states, the violence was often highly organized with the involvement or complacency of the rulers. It is believed that in the 6 states, the Maharajas were complacent in the ethnic cleansing of Muslims, while other Maharajas such as those of Patiala, Fadiakot and Bharatpur were heavily involved in ordering them. The ruler of Bharatpur is said to have witnessed the ethnic cleansing of his population, especially at places such as Dig. It will be really bad if I don't remind you the tragedy that happened after our independence. Less than 6 months after independence, the nation was in mourning. On 30 June 1958, Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated by a fanatic named as Godse because he disagreed with Gandhi's conviction that Hindus and Muslims should live together in harmony. That evening, a stunned nation heard Jawaharlal Nehru's moving statement, "Our All India Radio, friends and comrades, the light has gone out of our lives and there is darkness everywhere. Our beloved leader, the father of the nation, is no more." Okay guys, I wind up here with a sentence. We have been waiting for a new Mahatma Gandhi in this digital world. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.